What's going on, guys? Welcome to another fine edition of Sunday Swim here at 17DEC23. So I know I haven't shown you guys Fry Guy and Fry Girl for a while, but here they are living their best lives, getting bigger. Fry Guy, some color. Fry Girl, maybe not a girl. We're gonna find out soon enough though. We'll check in on these guys a little bit more in the next couple weeks as they continue to grow. Wow, my focus, there we go. Here's a good shot for you guys. So these are the products of a Nyeri and a salmon hat. So we're gonna see who gets what. So let's move into the next little bit of Sunday Swim and we'll check out the feeder colony tank. Some new things going on in there. So yeah, I know, glass a little dirty, but in the feeder colony tank, we've got our mosquito fish. Haven't had any babies yet, but it's only been a couple weeks. We'll see. And if I can find them, we also have some shrimp in here again now, but they're gonna be very hard to find. So let's move on to the 112 for now. Also guys, as we move on to the 112, let me flip the green lighting on a little bit for you so it doesn't look so blue. But as we move on to the 112, I gotta say thank you all for all of the love and support you've given this channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification button though. I've got nearly 600 return viewers and we're almost at 300 subscribers. So guys, let's bump that up. Let's get there, because the bigger this channel gets, the more things I can do for you guys. I plan on getting some merch coming down the line possibly, and some products as well. So guys, let's get there together and keep growing this channel as these fish grow and we enjoy it together. So not much different going on here in the 112. I think I told you guys in the last swim that I said I was going to go ahead and just make this an Mbuna tank of sorts. I obviously still have a bunch of female peacocks in here that I need to get rid of. I think there's 3 of them in here, but we'll get there. So small things first. There's a few fish that I want to secure for the big boy tank before I start rearranging all the Mbuna stuff in here. There is another Victorian here. He was here last week. You guys may have seen him, you might not have. He's similar to this Nyeri cichlid here, who's showing off for us right now. But it's a different collection point, and they call them piebalds. Let me see if I can find him. He's been a little bit small, and he's up there. So he's hiding right now. He's doing just fine in this tank, but hasn't fully assimilated himself into the ranks yet. I wish he would come out so I could show you guys a little more. Really cool coloration. Right now he looks like he's a little stressed. He does better right now with the lights out in this tank. I think he's just kind of still getting used to his environment. He's not getting beat up or anything like that, but definitely a little skittish still. He's only been in here about a week. And normally I add more than 1 fish at a time to help prevent things like this. But he was the only fish that got added at the time. So I think that's kind of why it's taken a little more time for him to assimilate himself comparatively to other times I've added fish to tanks. So let's get to the bigger portion of this and check out the 150. Alright, so the 150. Everything doing really, really well over here. Water nice and clear. Pretty much all of our silicate cloud is gone. There's just a tiny bit left that has to go away, but everybody over here is doing extremely well. Let's take a quick look here. This little fairy cichlid really putting on some colors and popping. And guess what, guys? Our star sapphire, I don't know if you see that, but Starboy here is getting his first chips. There's one right there on his forehead and some near his fin. It's gonna be amazing. I can't wait till he's fully chipped out. Still gonna take quite some time though, but he has his first chips. So our boy's growing up. I saw there was a comment asking if this was a female Boreas cichlid. I don't know if everybody saw. I did respond to that comment. It's kind of jury out a little bit whether this is a female Boreas or it's there's two variants. I'm sorry, I can't remember the particular name off the top of my head, but there is a variant of Boreas cichlid that the males will pretty much look like this all the time and never get that red coloration. So this blue dolphin looking very nice, doing very well. And if anybody has been asking about naming fish and stuff, some of these fish do have names. I've been trying to wait until they color up more or show certain characteristics. That way they don't get like misnamed, I guess, so to speak. I'd rather their names be fitting. However, as these guys are starting to color up, we are potentially in a couple weeks maybe going to do a Sunday swim, maybe live perhaps, and I might let you guys name a couple of the fish. But so I think looks like I might be able to get that black orange dorsal lithobaite by the end of the year, hopefully. Some of my sources have some, and we could get that fish in here. It'll be a nice color contrast. Maybe the Copodicromus, the ivory heads as well by the end of the year. Still looking for the Bucolothrinops and the 3-spot torpedo, but you know, some of these fish are very hard to come by, so as you get them. This Taiwan reef here, looking very beautiful, doing very well. Iceberg fairy. This is electric blue Ali iceberg. Difference between him and a regular blue, he's got this white line on top of his head, and it's been becoming more dominant as he colors more. So he might be a little cross. I'm not sure, but definitely a beautiful fish. Tangerine tiger. Look at that color. He's getting very nice, and that beautiful sunburst. And some of you may have noticed the lighting is a little Frankenstein right now. I don't know. Tell me if it's noticeable without me pointing it out. But left side you can see there's a little more blue and it's a little more white on the right side. That's because I'm waiting on the other aqua skylight to come in so I can link them together, and then there won't be Frankenstein color. I feel like it's livable for a couple weeks though while I'm waiting on that other aqua skylight to come in. But hopefully in the next couple weeks you guys will see a couple new fish in this tank. Some more movement and growth. This tetrastigma is starting to get his red on his side there. So maybe he'll start to blossom a little bit more in the next couple weeks before the end of the year. Gonna be a really pretty fish. Rostratus. Still not sure if it's male or female. Don't worry about that little hole that it looks like he has. It's been there since I got the fish. I think it's just either a defect or something that happened when he was real small. I'm not sure, but whatever it is, it doesn't seem to affect him much. However, I will say that I'm starting to believe it's very hard to sex these guys until they get bigger, because they don't really color until they're like 5-6 inches. This guy's maybe a little over 3 right now. But if you notice, the anal fin has gotten some color on it, and the fins are starting to get a little bit of color on it as well, which gives me hope that this is going to end up being a male. I could vent right now, but the fish is going to be way too small to even tell, even by venting. This red empress starting to do some moving and color up as well. Fins are getting more pointed, so hopefully in the next couple weeks we'll see him start to blossom as well. But keep following along, like, subscribe, share, do everything you can to help this channel, and I'm going to give it back to you guys as we're able to do so, and I can't wait to show you what the future is going to bring here. So thank you guys, have a great Sunday, go birds. Matty Fish out.